Okay, guys. So today we're going to talk about estimating and multiplying, both at the same time. So when we're working with this today, you're going to be doing both estimating and regular multiplying. Okay, estimating is just a fancy word for just rounding to compatible numbers. We talked about this the other day, how estimating is about. It's the easiest thing is to work with as many zeros as possible because it's so nice that you can easily add them to at the end of your number. Okay, so what I want you to go ahead and do is I want you to on your notebook, or excuse me, on your workbook page that I gave you, your packet, you're going to turn to page, or you're going to look at 56, which should be the very first number, and we're going to look at number 2. Okay, on number 2, the problem is 608 times 8. Okay, you've got 608 times 8. So we're going to do two things. We're going to do an estimating and then the actual, because just like we've talked about with that poster over there, I want numbers that sound reasonable. I need the reasonableness for this. Okay, so what's reasonable that we could say 608 is about, thinking about using as many zeros as possible? That's 600. Okay, so beside it, you're going to do 600. Now, the nice thing is we can leave 8 alone. You don't have to make that a 10, because what's left is, so technically in theory, what problem is left? It's the 600, or 6 times 8. So if you were to mark this off, it would be 6 times 8 is 48. Sorry. And then you would add your 2 zeros at the end. Okay, so this is an estimating. Okay, now for your actual answer, you're going to come over here and you're going to use, sorry, I want to use a different color pen. You're going to do your regular multiplication, okay, which is your 8 times 8 is 64. Oh, sorry. Carrying your 6 in the tens place, because my answer is technically 64. So there's my 6 and my 4. So now I'm going to multiply 8 times 0, and that is 0, plus 6 is 6. Okay. Then 6 times 8, or 8 times 600 is 48. Okay. But my actual answer is 4,864. Very closely to my estimate and answer. Okay. So again, it's logical that 608 times 8 is about 4,800. Okay. All right, so let's look at the next one. 556 times 4. We would say 556 is about what? Say 556 is about, and again, it's easiest to use as many zeros as possible. Okay. We could say 500. And again, you want to be able to solve these problems fairly quickly. Okay. 500 times 4. Now, somebody's going to say, but Miss White, can I say 550 times 4? Because I'm still using 1 0, and the answer is yes. This one right here is going to probably be the farthest from the actual answer, because in theory, you're moving from 556 to 500. You're moving 56 numbers away, whereas you're only moving 6 numbers away here. Then somebody go, well, Miss White, can I do 600? Well, the answer is yes, because if you, in theory, look at this rounding, if I was really rounding by the rule, if I was sticking to the rule, I look at my neighbor, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to increase this number by 1, which will make it be 600. So any of these 3 are acceptable because it's an estimate, it's about. Okay, so continuing on, this would be 4. Okay, again, what's left here? Take off our zeros because it's so easy to multiply by zeros. 5 times 4 is 20, sorry. And adding my 2 zeros, 1, 2, 3, comma. It's about 2,000. Come over here. 4 times 0 is 0. That's 20. Carry my 2, 20, 22. Again, because I know my math facts, it's a little bit faster for me. This might have taken you a little bit longer than me. Again, I'm only 200 off for my another estimate. Okay. Now I'll look in here. I've got zeros at the end, making it easy for you. and then leaving me with 6 times 4 is 24. Adding my zeros at the end, 2,400. Okay, now 400 from this, it's within, a decent range. Okay, now the real question is now we're going to multiply for the actual answer. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24, carry my 2. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 more is 22. So again, you can see that this one is really closest to my actual answer. Because why? Because I'm only 6 away from my actual. This is not that bad, and this is not far off from the actual answer, nor is this. So all 3 of these reds are an acceptable estimate for this answer right here in black. Okay, for this product in black. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 5. Let's look at number 5. So we've got 396 times 6 equals 2, 3, and there's like a blank, and 6. Okay? Use another color so you can see what we're doing here. So you're going to do this normal multiplication. 6 times 6 is 36. I'm going to carry my 3, so there's my 6 there. 6 times 9 is 54. Okay. Plus that, 54, 57. Carry my 5. Now you've got 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 18. Oh, excuse me, that's 5. 18 plus 5 is 23. There we go. Okay, let's look at the problem number 6. 6 is 5, 1, 2, blank, times 8. Then you've got a blank, 1, 6. So then you're going to ask yourself, what times 8 is going to be giving me 16? I just said 16. And it can't be 16. It may or may not be 16. Okay? In fact, it's not. Okay, so if I were to try it, I would say 2, right? 2 times 8 is 16, carry my 1. Right? So what's 8 times 2 again? 16 plus 1 is 17. That's not 17. So that's definitely not correct. So now I got to think to myself, what else? Well, 8 times 2 is 16. What's 8 times 3? It's 24. That isn't in. 8 times 5 is 40. That's not going to work. Okay. 8 times 6, 48. No. 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, 56. There we go. 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. Carry my 5. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we've got 21. Carry my 1. Excuse me, carry my 2. There's my 1. So far I'm right. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 2 more is 10. Carry my 1. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 plus 1 is, it's going to be 41,016. Okay? I'd like you to try number 7 by yourself. All right, here we go. 6 times 7, that's pretty easy. That's 42. Carry my 4. So now we're going to look at this, and we're going to say 7 times something plus 4 is something 3. So what's 7 times 1? 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. That's not going to work. 7 times 2, 14, plus 8, that's 18. That's not going to work. 7 times 3, 7 times 1, that's 21. Plus 3 is, nope, that's not going to work. 7 times 4 is 28. No, 4 more, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30. That's not going to work. Okay, so you're going to keep going. So then obviously that's not going to work. So that's not going to be. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 4, that's 39. Nope, that's not going to work. Sorry. Okay, 7. 7 times 7 is 49. 50, 51, 52, 53. 3, carry my 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, plus that is 40, carry my 4. 56 plus 4 is 60. That is correct. Okay? All right, so we're going to look at question 8. Now, so you look it down there at 8 through 15. They do not give you very much room to write. So this is where you're either going to need notebook paper today or you're going to need grid paper. So I need you to pick one of those that you're going to use, because on this workbook page and more than likely on your independent work, it's going to give you a whole lot of room to work. So I want to make sure you're using your area correctly, making sure you're not squinching up your numbers. It's very important. So you need to get a notebook paper or graph paper.